Chris Hill, better known as Urbex Hill, have been exploring the forgotten corners of Cleveland for years. He's not chasing thrills or trying to prove anything. He just has a pull to the places most people spend their lives avoiding. Old factories, crumbling hospitals, underground tunnels. He goes in alone, camera rolling, letting the buildings tell their stories.
Alright, y'all, let's do this. Wow, look at that. That cannot be safe. I guess somebody's been sleeping in here. It's pretty sad.
Chris begins to move into the Westinghouse factory, alone, flashlights sweeping across rusted metal and crumbling walls. Graffiti stretches across every surface, but the silence is louder than all of it. He steps carefully. The floor isn't safe. There's a gaping hole just ahead, like the ground was ripped open. One wrong step and you're gone. Then, off to the side, his light catches something. A mattress, dirty, with covers still on it. This wasn't left behind decades ago. Someone's been sleeping here, maybe still is. Chris doesn't speak. He just slows down, because now this place feels less abandoned and a lot more alive.
Alright, let's check the basement out. It's already pretty creepy. A lot of water dripping. Look at this. These are bullet shells. Damn, they're all over the ground.
Eventually, Chris finds a narrow stairwell, half hidden behind rusted piping. It leads down into the basement. The air changes. It's colder, thicker, like the building itself is holding its breath. Down there, his flashlight flickers across the floor, and he sees them. Bullet casings, scattered, spent, no reasoning, no story. Just there, something happened down here, something violent. However, what he saw next would terrify anyone.
This place is so wet. Oh, scared the out of me. Yo. You need some help, bro? Yo. He's not even responding. I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the out of his way. Yeah, let me just go. I'm hearing somebody over there too now. Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of homeless people in here. I'm out.
As Chris rounds a corner, his light catches something in the hallway. A man crouched in the corner, completely still. No movement, no reaction, like he's been there for hours or longer. Chris speaks up. Nothing. The man doesn't look at him, doesn't even breathe. Chris leaves the man alone, as disturbing him could result in something much worse. He begins to hear voices, claiming the building must be occupied by the homeless. But as he never saw the source, it could only be speculation. Outside, the air felt lighter, but what he saw in her wasn't something he could shake off. It didn't scream, it didn't move, and somehow that made it worse. TikTok has its fair share of horror, but very few creators capture the kind of fear that feels real. One of them is Harry McClary, a TikToker who's gained attention for documenting paranormal activity in his own home. What he captures is raw, unsettling, and completely unexplainable. And in 2021, he posted what many believe to be his most disturbing clip yet. From a moment Harry starts recording, the sound is already there. The basement door slamming violently again and again. He slowly approaches the stairs, each slam growing louder, more forceful. Then, for a brief moment, he turns the camera toward his girlfriend. She stands just behind him, tense, wide-eyed, clearly shaken. The look on her face says everything. This isn't a prank. This isn't a game. Something is down there.
Hello? Oh my God!
It's clips like these that force you to wonder what really hides in the dark, or worse, what's already there, watching just beyond what our eyes can see. As terrifying as it is, you have to give Harry credit. He caught something most of us would run from. But capturing moments like this on camera, it doesn't just reveal what's there. Sometimes it invites it closer, and once you've acknowledged it, it knows you're watching. Innocent moments caught on camera can sometimes reveal the unexplainable. Jazzy, a new mother, had just put her baby to bed for the night. As always, the baby monitor kept watch, silent, steady, and undisturbed. But this night was different. Earlier in the year, Jazzy noticed on the baby monitor that she had captured what looked like orbs floating in and around her baby's crib. Although a little bizarre, it didn't seem like anything that couldn't be explained. Maybe dust, light reflections, or maybe an insect of some kind. However, fast forward to November that year, what she had captured is something no parent would want to think was real. The baby's legs suddenly moved. Not a twitch or kick, but a slow, deliberate pull, as if some unseen force had taken hold. There was no one in the room, no sound, no way this could be explained. Jazzy reviewed the footage hours later, horrified at what she saw. And yet, despite the chilling encounter, her baby was completely unharmed. Today, Jazzy and her family are doing well. Whatever happened that night has never returned. But the footage remains a strange, unsettling reminder that not everything can be explained. Some things linger quietly in the dark, waiting to be noticed. In a quiet town of Carmel, Maine, one man unknowingly stepped into a haunting that would change his life. Kent, the creator of Ghosts of Carmel, Maine, didn't set out to become a paranormal investigator. It all began with strange sounds, objects moving on their own, and whispers in the dark corners of a century-old home. Known as the Lamb House, armed with only a camera and curiosity, Kent began documenting the unexplainable. And what he captured is nothing short of chilling.
Noises coming from upstairs. Hello? Oh, fuck!
Kent slowly makes his way up the stairs, drawn by the persistent sounds he claims to hear coming from above. As he rounds the corner and steps into one of the bedrooms, his camera captures something truly unsettling. What appears to be a shadowy apparition, standing motionless in the center of the window.
After viewing the recordings, what really got my attention, it looked like a child was hanging off the front of this anomaly. I went through my file pictures and what I found was an apparition of a child just looking at me. This is not the first time a child has been captured on still shots here at the Lamb House.
Barely visible in still shots is what appears to be the outline of a small child. He speculates that the shadowy presence may not be alone, that it might be connected to the spirit of a child lingering close by. The implication is chilling. Whatever haunts the Lamb House may not just be watching, it might be holding something with it, or someone.
After a little bit of time went by, maybe a month or two, Adam was getting ready to come over one night. We were going to do a paranormal investigation together. But I wanted to see what the spirits would say about Adam coming over, so I'm walking through the bedroom and saying Adam's coming over. I'm quietly trying to record this, and then that's when this happened. Adam's coming over tonight. We're going to do a complete walkthrough. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God!
While standing alone in one of the bedrooms, Kent casually mentions that his friend Adam will be coming over soon. Almost immediately after, the camera captures something chilling, a shadowy figure appearing on the bed. It doesn't move. It just sits there as if staring directly at Kent. The timing is too perfect to ignore, as if something heard him, didn't like what it heard, and responded.